Speaker today, Toastmasters Saikrishna Teja. He is a qualified chartered accountant and a cost accountant. Worked with various MNCs across India and in Dubai. Presently, working as assistant manager of finance in PCIC. Hobbies are listening to music, exploring new places, and reading books. Let me welcome Toastmasters Saikrishna Teja for his wonderful speech.
Have you ever noticed two persons earning the same salary, yet one finds himself financially secure, but the other finds consistently stressed about his money? I have seen it and have lived it. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Do you remember in my last speech, I spoke about three
Correct.
foundational money rules
Yes.
that help us build financial stability. So I want to quickly refresh them because they are going to set the stage for today's speech. Anybody remember rule number 1?
Emergency fund.
That is rule number 3.
Save before you spend.
Spend less than you earn.
Yes.
So that is rule number 1. So always make sure you have a surplus. Your outflows should be less than your inflows. That is rule number 1. And rule number 2. Anybody?
Don't forget.
Don't forget on the board.
Rule number 2 is make money work for yourself. Invest and let the compound growth do the magic. And rule number 3 is what Mr. Neelesh told.
Emergency.
It's emergency funds and also having protect what you have and also insurance. So basically. So after these 3 rules, we can have a financial stability. Now we have a financial foundation. Now the real question comes, how do we build our wealth and freedom on this financial foundation? So for this, I want to go a step ahead and discuss about 3 new money rules that can help you establish and build wealth and freedom. So for today, rule number 1 is pay yourself first always. So just imagine, most of the people would follow this order. They earn money, they spend, and they save what's left. No, but here's the trick. In the end, nothing's left. So there is no saving. So flip the order. Earn money, save first, and spend what's left. I have a friend who used to save only 5% of her salary every month. And gradually, she increased it to 10% and 15%. And after a period of 5 years, she has enough money to pay down payment for her apartment. So here, even though the amount is small, because the time period is more and the consistency is there, it beats the big amount also. So even the small things consistently done are big. And now, rule number 2. Avoid lifestyle creep. If income increases, people immediately go for higher car, higher salary, higher house,
Correct.
and higher level of houses, bigger cars, and fancy gadgets. But this is called lifestyle creep. But it quietly eats away your wealth. I have a friend who has got his promotion and he started his expenses, increasing his expenses. He started going to premium gym, he bought a luxury car, and then he used to get daily food deliveries. Even though he felt rich, in the end, he was at the same financial spot, but on an expensive treadmill. So always make sure you pay for yourself. Always make sure you have to increase your saving first and then increase your lifestyle. And rule number 3. After rule number 1 and 2, the rule number 3 comes as whatever you have to protect it. So make sure you always have enough emergency funds in place. And how do you manage them? For example, in COVID situation, how do a lot of people have lost their jobs, and how can that emergency funds help? So this is the important step that we need to keep in mind. And so I want all of you to do one thing after stepping out of this room. Make sure you put 15 to 20% of your income as a auto debit for your savings. And rule number 2, when your income increases, you keep a spending ceiling so that it shouldn't cross that ceiling, even though your income increases. So that you will have excess amount after a period of time, because your income is increasing but your spending is sealed. So by following these 2 rules, you can have a better relationship with your money. Instead of surviving for it, you can thrive for it. The real dividend that money pays is freedom. Having more money is not financial freedom, but having the right to make choice is the real financial freedom. Thank you.